No amount of light in the world can make me look presentable or good right now, so apologies, but this is what it is. I wrote down a lot of notes when I went to see 50 Shades Darker. Oh, it's also been a long time since I made a video like this, so I apologize if it isn't up to snuff. It was a rainy Sunday afternoon when I decided to go see 50 Shades Darker. It was just me and a bunch of older ladies and a couple of dragged-along boyfriends. Admittedly, I am quite ignorant to this plotline because I never finished the book. I just fell asleep halfway through. Kind of what I wanted to do in this movie. Just wanted to fall the fuck asleep. The whole tone of this movie can just be described in one glorious word. Creepy! Everything was creepy about this movie, from Christian just offering like vast quantities of information to Anna because he likes her, to like everybody in the entire universe wanting to fuck Anna. Like everybody was just so creepy and stalkerish. Why again am I supposed to be rooting for these two to get together? Dakota Johnson played Anastasia Steele quite well because Anastasia Steele is about as warm and caring as a mealworm. Her and Jamie Dornan's sex scenes were about as arousing as watching two snakes go at it. Picture, if you will, just everybody in a 45-mile radius around Anna. They just want to bang her, or look at her, or tell her things she knows about her boyfriend. They just have to tell her. Everybody, Anna in this entire movie did not make a single fucking decision, it seems like. Everybody had to make things for her or tell her what to do, and she was just being the submissive in life. Oh my, what symbolism! It frustrated me because there were moments in the movie where I was like, Anna, you could grow a backbone if you do this, you know? Like, when, for example, her boss, Jack. Let's talk about Jack for a hot second. Jack is this creepy guy who it's just about as creepy as Christian in some respects. He just knows things about his employees and tries to fuck them in the office for a position. Anastasia had the opportunity to basically go to HR after he sexually harassed her in his office late night. She had the opportunity to go to HR and say, this motherfucker has been harassing me. Oust him. No, Christian couldn't let her have that. He had to call up and be like, get him fired. I want to buy the company that my girlfriend works for, but I haven't told her about it yet. Buy the company. Oh, by the way, here's just a bunch of random shit I'm going to buy for you. I know your bank information, Anna. Christian was just everywhere in this movie. Anna could not go 1 second without seeing him or having him wonder where she is. It's like, take a break from each other. You don't have a very healthy dynamic. Nothing is ever done Anna's way. Everything has to be his way. He says things like, you're mine, and like, I don't want people encroaching on my property, basically, is what he was saying to her. This is the kind of guy who has extensive dossiers on all the women that he has entered into a contract with. And while it's one thing to want to have a contract with someone like that, you are in a kind of relationship like that, why do you gotta collect all the information first, Christian? Why do you gotta keep the dossiers years after you've ended the relationship? It's fucking creepy. There's so many red flags here, Anna. There were moments in the movie I just wanted to be like, girl, get the fuck out of there. Run, bitch, run. We're introduced into two of Christian's ex-ladies in this film. We get to see Kim Basinger as Elena, or Elena, or whatever. And this other lady as Lena. Just someone who was highly psychologically damaged by Christian, because Elena highly psychologically damaged him. The whole interaction that everybody has with one another is just totally fine to skirt around these issues. Like, we're just not calling attention to the fact that Christian has done some really questionable things in his past. Instead, Anna just takes him back because he says one nice thing. And I think with a man with that much baggage and that many red flags, you gotta let him dangle just a little bit to see if he's actually worth it. And by the shit that Christian has pulled over the years and over the fucking 2 months they've known each other, I would say that it's probably best to just let that one just snip that fucking cord and move upon your life with great aplomb. The Lena girl who has been stalking Anastasia the whole movie, which should come as no surprise to her anymore because everybody stalks her all the fucking time. She's not worried when one random woman she's never met before knows her name on the street. It all comes to a head about halfway through the movie when Lena shows up at Anna's apartment with a gun, of course. And Christian subdues this woman by saying, "Kneel." And he pats her on the head like a dog. And Anna starts crying because, holy shit, I'm seeing my boyfriend control this woman like she's a fucking dog. But that's not why she's upset. She just said, "I'll never be able to do that kind of submission for you." Like, what, girl? What? That's the least of your concerns. This movie just moved somehow at a snail's pace, but just leapt forward as fast as possible. Like, there were just too many threads of Christian to pull. What am I going to pull in this scene? Oh, I'm going to pull the fact that he has abandonment and mommy and daddy issues. Oh, at this scene, I'm going to pull on the thread that, oh, he was totally psychologically abused and statutorily raped for fucking years in this one. Let's pull at this thread. Oh my god, I'm going to use, like, lipstick to outline where you can't touch me. Oh, he like keeps it on for like a whole day too. He just like, he has Anna draw like, "You can't touch me in the boob area," with lipstick, and like as she's applying it, it's the cringiest fucking thing ever. Poor Jamie Dornan, like, poor him, because he was like, like, seriously, everything just happened too fast. Things were just, they were just barreling down. A man like Christian, like, he just opened up, no big deal, just because he had a couple orgasms. He just offered information to Anna that should have been red flags to her. He's got a lot of issues, and I'm sorry, but just sticking your dick into somebody over and over again is not the be-all, end-all solution. It could help, for sure, but there's a lot, like, you're in business with the woman who statutorily raped you. You've got issues, bro. And the thing that everybody's drawn in about this movie, the sex scenes. There was about 6 of them. And they all, each time, clang, 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 nothing. They all ended in missionary. Except for one. We don't get to, I mean, I guess you can't show a climax in a R-rated movie. But it was just like, Next scene, we're in bed. We're always in bed. I think there was about 400 different beds in this movie, and they all woke up in all of them. Like, the kinkiest thing was Benoit balls. And like a leg separator or whatever. The bar thing that you hook onto the ankles and it just separates the legs. Because, oh my gosh, you're open for him for all the times. There were moments in this movie where the dialogue was actually better than the first one, but it was still quite clunky and terrible because these two characters just have no personality behind them. Whatever personality they have, it pretends to be deep when it's really, really surface level. And that's a real shame, because it would have been a nice thing to see these two like work on their codependence with one another and work out exactly why they like each other, instead of just like, you hurt me, and that feels good, because I'm a fucking sadist. I said I'm a sadist. My name is Christian. Like, you hurt me. You wound me, Anna, but it feels good. And she's like, well, you wound me too, and that feels good too. They're just, like, together because of pain and annoyance. Christian and Anna are gonna get married. For some reason, the photographer, Jose, is still in this story. The guy who tried to make out with Anna that one time. Elliot, the brother, is basically like Emmett from Twilight. He says a few dirty things here and there, and then he's just out of the picture. The characters are just as bland as Twilight, and they are just as annoying and foolish and convoluted as the characters and the storyline in Twilight. The final shot, if you will, is that guy Jack. He watches from afar, from across the Seattle River, whatever it's called, the Puget Sound. He just is watching these beautiful, ornate fireworks go off right after Christian proposes to Anna. I don't even know how long they've known each other at this point, but Jack sits there, and he's smoldering, and he watches from afar with a cigarette in his hand, and he says, oh, one day I will get my comeuppance, or they will get their comeuppance, and they will absolutely pay for harming my business and turning me into a greasy man who stands on cliff sides and watches people from afar. So you know that he's going to be the antagonist to our protagonist. So we just are rooting for them to be together. And, oh, I can't wait. Oh, man. To sum up, I don't like the 50 Shades Darker series, clearly. Which is fine, because it gives me a chance to critique it. I don't mind critiquing things. And I will say that I enjoyed this a little bit better than the first one. This one had a bit more of a nicer rhythm to it. It was still stupid, obviously, but the rhythm was a bit better. The pacing was a little bit better, and it looked very stunning. And when it comes to the relationship aspect of that, I will say this. There ain't a lady alive that doesn't want to be wined, dined, and 69'd. I know that I want that, but I will say that I don't want that at the expense of my crippling self-doubt, or making me question things that I say, or doing everything for me. You know, I am not a doormat. I'm a beautiful, ornate door that opens from two sides. Better than being that, like, swinging kitchen door, or that swinging, like, one from, like, old westerns. I would say the funniest thing in the entire film was the fact that, like, suddenly Christian was in a chopper crash. Suddenly his chopper went down. And the family, this is what I was screaming, basically, in my head in the theater. I was just going like this, because the family is getting their information about this devastating chopper crash. They're getting it from the fucking local news. Why are they not at the sheriff's rescue center? Why are they not conversing with search and rescue teams to find their son? Like, they're just watching the news like, oh, I hope he's okay. Like, what the fuck? And then, of course, Christian Grey has been found, and he fucking walks in the door. I just want, fuck, I can't with this bullshit. I watch these movies to make fun of them so you don't have to. Oh shit, I kicked my light. Because it's very fun for me to be a little bit of a bitch sometimes, but still find some silliness and something nice to say along the way. And what I want, I wish I had Christian Grey's money. That would be great. So, that's a rant. that's a fucking rant from me. I gotta tell you that I used money that was given to me from my wonderful Patreon donors. Every month that goes into a savings account, and I funded my 50 Shades with donations. So I thank you very much for doing that. And I've been chatting with my chatting patrons and just trying to give more content, and every day getting better. So thank you so much for all your continued support, and thank you very much for watching this. And I hope to do more of these fun little videos along with all my gaming things. So thank you so much for watching, and take care, bitches.